Even if you get people to support you and everything and believe this, how are you going to get people to stop drinking and supporting Coke?
Okay, just to kind of show you the effectiveness that the campaign has had, and what we're asking you to be a part of is a worldwide movement, because again, I said it's a movement of we's and not I's. I can't do a lot. I'm only a messenger, an organizer, but you can really do a lot, and you're a building block in a much larger campaign. Right now, to show you the effectiveness of what we're doing, I've never actually called for a boycott. Believe it or not, Ray Rogers in the campaign to stop Killer Coke has never called for a boycott. Why? Because boycotts, as most people think of them, or call for a boycott, usually doesn't work. What happens is, even the most ardent supporters of a boycott will say, well, I haven't seen anything about the campaign, I guess the boycott's over, we'll go drink Coke again. Okay, it's out there, it's in venues all over the world, it's so easy to buy a Coke. Or how many people can I really reach out to? How many of the millions and millions of people across the world will actually get my message? No, I said what we're going to do is, we're going to cut out some of Coca-Cola's most important markets. Now, one of the most important markets is the student market. Coca-Cola representative said that once we get a student hooked on our brand name and our beverage, we have a customer for the next 50 to 60 years. So what campuses are doing, and especially the campuses with exclusive contracts, they're churning out thousands, in fact millions, of Cokeheads. They got a brand right on their forehead that says, I identify with Coca-Cola. Why? The only product on campus like Rutgers University, 60,000 population, 3 campuses in New Jersey. They had a 10-year contract with Coke. We went in there with our campaign, and we created such hot political football, they said, we know we've got to get Coke off our campus. They held 3 public hearings on the campuses. Everybody wanted Coke off. We also realized that, like they said, this is going to be a real problem for the campus. All of our signage, all of our advertising, let alone the money the campus gets, $1 million a year. Miles of pipeline for the fountain service, hundreds of Coke machines. It's all gone now. None of it's on campus. And do you know that there was a blueberry tea that was produced with the local farming community, with Rutgers University? That blueberry tea with local farmers could not be sold or marketed on that campus because it competed with Coca-Cola's Nestea. Just to show you the kind of things that these contracts do. What we have right now, so what we're doing, when we cut Coke out of records, that lost over a period of time, because over the length of the contract, there are 110 million servings of Coca-Cola on the campus. But when you cut out any campus, not only are you cutting out the branding of the campus and everybody on it, but you're also cutting out the broad community that comes to all the ball games, that watch the sports teams on TV, that go to the university to watch the games that aren't part of the university, and where they see Coke ads, and the only product they get is Coke. So it's a huge marketing operation. That's what we're cutting out. Right now, at least 33 colleges and universities, including some of the biggest in the U.S., Rutgers, New York University, the largest private university, DePaul University, the largest Catholic university, have all kicked Coke off campus and banned products, as have many of the largest unions in the U.S. and Canada. All right? So it's having an impact, costing a lot of money, short-term, long-term. The second thing is, we said one of the main strategies was to mount the threat to the image or the brand name of Coca-Cola. Business Week came out with an article in August saying that the Coca-Cola company this past year has lost 1% of its brand name value. 1% of the brand name value translates into $680 million. What it is, all around the world, the Olympics in Turin, Italy, the World Cup games in Germany and in England and throughout Europe, college campuses worldwide. What are the big banners you see? Coke kills. Stop Killer Coke. T-shirts, banners, signs, demonstrations, stop Killer Coke. This company is being branded as Killer Coke because that's what they are. And that is causing great problems. So it is really having an impact. Meanwhile, we've also, and it's been covered by the Washington Post and Fortune magazine, we've caused the resignation of a number of top executives and board members of the Coca-Cola company. All right? And why? Because when you go after a company, if I say Coca-Cola, what is Coca-Cola? Bricks, mortar, machinery, Coke machines, etc. They don't make decisions or set policies that harm people and communities. People do. Personalized campaign, we go after these executives, etc. Now, So it's working, believe me. But it's important that we wipe them out so that if anybody wants to buy a Coke, let them walk downtown if they can find it down there.